Hello, Hannah. Soul Dr. Nick here. And today I want to share with you my actual setup for my enemas because I've heard a lot of questions and queries about it. And I want to make this as easy and as comfortable and as straightforward because some people are questioning, how do I actually do it? So that's why I'm filming this way so you can see what's going on here. And this is my tiny little bathroom that I have, just enough for me to create a setup to lie down in. So I've got this really comfy yoga mat. I've got a towel that I roll up from my head. I've got a towel below me just in case. And I've got a little blanket beside me to cover up so that I can stay nice and warm because your lower half will be exposed for the most part. Toilet, garbage, toilet paper. And then over here in the sink is my metal enema bucket I was able to find. I also have a plastic one that I'll show at some point in time, but it's essentially the same thing. Any bucket that you have is going to work. And there's a hook here, and I'll explain that in a second. The tubing, the hosing looks a little green because of all the chlorophyll. And then the biggest key is the red hose at the end, which is actually a catheter, but because it's soft and it's flexible and go up, it is easier to insert and it doesn't cause any irritation. And then what we use as well is I've got a jar of coconut oil. So I put a little bit in my fingertip, enough so I can actually, lubricate the asshole and lubricate the hose. And then sometimes I add a little bit of magnesium to the fluid. I also have this instant read thermometer probe so that instantly it can show me the temperature of any surface, any water, anything else like that. And I'm looking for 36 to 39 for myself. I'm only talking my own personal experience. This is not the way to do it. This is my way. So all those disclaimers, this is not medical information, anything else like that. I use this concentrated chlorophyll when I want to use chlorophyll, and I use one full dropper each container full, and I usually do about 2 a day, and I mix it with cold water and boiling water to get my temperature. I have these kind of fake candles here for ambiance. I usually have a real candle here as well because it just feels nicer, and then I've got my own phone on kind of airplane mode for meditation. And so after rinsing this out a few times, filling it up with the water, the chlorophyll, setting the temperature almost full, then I will set it down so it's hanging off the toilet roller. And you always want to make sure it's not fully set down because it's going to angle a bit and you don't want it to spill over. And then I'll have this on the ground as well. Next to me, ready to go. So it looks a little bit like this. Now, why I love using this as a standard is it's usually about the right height, about 18 inches above your body, which is perfect for not having things go too fast or too slow. It usually takes a few minutes, about 5 minutes for everything to get all the way through, and then I get to clamp it off. So it's really important to have this clamp here. I always have it set already if it was full, and then release it to let the things go through. Aside from that, afterwards, always make sure you rinse things off really well, clean things using soap, however you want to be hygienic, replacing things as needed. And as well, we have a bottle full of Force of Nature and paper towel to clean up the toilet because my toilet's never been cleaned so much. Every single day I'm cleaning it out and making sure the seat and everything else underneath is cleaned as well. So that's pretty much it for the setup. If there's any other specifics you want to know about, let me know and I'll share. I want to make this super clear because that was really intimidating for me at first. Very rarely have I had any accidents at all, whether it's a little bit of leakage or whether it's a little bit of spilling, like, oh shoot, I mixed up the clamp. One thing I will say is that when you're pulling this back out again, always pull holding the tube. I used to pull holding here, and then there's just one time where it's separated. And when it's separated, it would make a mess. So that wasn't so much fun. So holding on to the red rubber part as you're pulling it out, really important. If I think of any other tips, I'll let you know. If you have any other questions, happy to answer them. Ciao for now.